feels amazing. I'm a little sick, so if you hear like sniffles and all of that, please know I'm sick, and I'm having such a hard time breathing because I can't breathe through my nose. So I'm talking and I'm also like trying to breathe. So episode 1, March 10th, 2024. Good evening. My name is Carlota. Carlota Castillo, and I am a single mother. Yes, the word single goes first, I guess, in this, today's day and age. Single mother, 2 boys, hardworking, really ambitious and motivated. I classify myself as being a nerd. But as I'm getting older and I'm meeting new people, I realize I'm way behind. And part of the reason why I wanted to start this podcast is because I want to be able to navigate through various topics and bring it to you so that you can also learn and be resourceful and have this information, which I believe is so important to live a better life. And yeah, let's get started. I've been breaking my head a lot about what I wanted to do for my first episode. And I had this crazy idea. I thought about doing something not perverted, but not really my type of thing, I guess, to be showing off to the world. And the single mom thing, I tried an episode. I didn't really like the message that we were really trying to relay. And I was just so stuck on, do I change it? No, I don't want to change it. Why? Because a lot of it has to do with me. And I want to take you throughout this journey that I've lived in the last year and a half, which has been the roller coaster. The process from being in a relationship and having children to then deciding to do things on your own. It's a long one, and it's something to consider, and it's something that we do think about. However, it's not something that we need to settle for. We do not need to settle for unhappiness. We do not need to settle for any type of mistreatment, especially when you are not a bad person. When you are a kind-hearted person, you definitely have every right to stand up for yourself, to make better choices for yourself. So let's dig deep into this. So I wanted to share kind of some of my background so it can kind of give you some context as to anything that I might say as to why. I don't want to get too deep into details because I want to live my life privately. Even though a lot of people know me and, at least our friends, our circle of individuals, they kind of figure something out. I don't know. I let people talk and say whatever they want. So don't really care. And actually, now that I said don't really care, that is number one. I think when you decide that you no longer care what anyone has to say, that is really the time when you are ready to take the next step. And I'm not here to provide you with a manual on how to do it or to do it, because I would never ask anyone to do such a thing unless you're in a situation where it is not healthy, it is toxic. It is, a lot of things that is, that are not working out. I am a huge fan of a family unit. Having said, 2-parent household, it's rather important. It makes life easier. However, it doesn't mean that is the only way. There are other options. When I told myself back in August 2022, why? Why must I endure? Why must I keep pushing forward just to play a front to people, to society, or just because I thought there was no better? Like, that was it. Like, that's what we have to, accept. You have to just settle for that. It is culturally known to be that way, and culture is strong. It plays such a strong like part in your life and your decision making. It is. And then I said, you know what? I started going back to my life, and I started going back to the things that I've been through. And I started thinking about, wow, is this really like what I was meant to do? Is this really what I was supposed to be in? After all of these crazy events happen in my life, there's no way God brought me here for this. Like, I just feel it in my gut, in my soul, that I was made for so much more. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sick. I can't breathe through my nose. So if you hear me sniffle, I apologize. Rude. Action. But yeah, like, I said, wow, I am in the United States of America. I came here when I was a little girl, left my father behind, came here with this big dream of, becoming a dentist one day and, a lawyer or something huge like that. And it is possible. There are people that get up every day and they make things happen. It is possible. It is possible to live the life that you want. It's all a mindset. And that's when I realized, that's when I woke up and I said, you know what? I'm not going to settle. Because I didn't go through all of this. I didn't get this far. Oh, there's a quote. I think Kim Kardashian, she says, well, it doesn't apply to me because I'm not Kim Kardashian. I don't got Kim Kardashian money. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but that doesn't make her a better person than me. That's all I gotta say. There's a quote that she says, I didn't get this far just to get this far, not to be happy. And that settles so well with me. I think Drake uses it in a song too. That settles so well with me because it's so true. I lost my freaking mother. Who can't I, aside from besides my kids, but who can't I lose? Who? Besides my kids? Like, you know what I mean? Like, my mother, the person who brought me into this world, my friends. And I said, my mother didn't want this for me. She never liked this situation for me. She always used to tell me, tú eres una muchachita muy inteligente. You're a good, you're a smart woman, and you have a good head on your shoulders. You're very disciplined. You're firm. You strong character. You're strong, emotionally, person. And for her to tell me all those things, really settled with me, and it made me realize, you know what? I am all those things my mother says I am. And I know that if I leave all my trust in God, God is going to guide me through this process. So bam, made the decision. I made the moves, whatever I had to do. What I wasn't ready for was the process. Oh, the process. You think you're out and you're in a new place, or maybe they're out and you're by yourself. You feel this quiet. You feel, this emptiness, this awkwardness, this kind of, by the same time you see it. That's in the beginning. You don't know what to do with yourself. You go wild. You want to go out. You want to go do this. You want to look good. You want to dress up. You just trying to find yourself, or keep your mind occupied to keep yourself from really understanding what just happened. Because there's so much more to the root of everything. There are children who are involved, and it takes a lot of work. There is a lot of uncertainty, lack of support that I have felt post decision making. One thing I did notice is that culturally, at least I can speak for, some of the individuals who were in my life, a lot of those people are not really there for you. And you could have been the greatest person to them and X, Y, and Z. But at the end of the day, they showed their true colors of who they were, and they were not there for you. A lot of people give you your back. A lot of the friends that you have that were in relationships, now their husbands or their man won't let them come around single women. Like, this is a thing. Like, this is such a taboo. We are nothing but, doing dirty things. And that is not true. I am here to tell you that is not true. In a high percentage is not true. Because I know some single mothers doing the damn thing, but that's okay. And that's okay. They're not with them. So it's okay to live your life. I'm no one to get involved in that. But there is a lot of talking. There is a lot of lack of support. It's almost like they are setting you up for failure. Like, people want you to fail. They want you to be brought down to your knees so you can forcibly find yourself back into that life. And absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's not going to happen, because we are women. We are strong. We are going to push through. We are never, ever going to back down. We are mothers. We brought these kids into this world. Like, that's the end of it. It's a cold world out here for a single mother. Yeah. Bring the tissues, right? There are worse things happening in this world. At least I like to believe that. There are a lot worse things that could be happening. The process is hard. It's hard to get used to. You find yourself feeling guilty and feeling ashamed sometimes, and having people who, the lack of support again, the talking, the people trying to tell you what you should be doing, how you should be doing. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of different things, but there's also going to be great things. You're going to start to find yourself. And when I say that, I mean, you pick up a new set of life, a new set of things that you do on a daily day. Like, you have now this freedom to choose as you come and you go, and you get to network. You get to really indulge in things that you like, hobbies, and et cetera, et cetera. I can't even breathe. I'm sorry. But one thing I think that is so important to talk about too is to watch out for who comes around. When you leave a relationship as a single mother, and now you are the man and the woman in the household, you might be misled. We are naive women, especially, if you've been in a relationship for a while, naive in a good way. Because we don't need to be exposed to really what's going on the outside world. It does not interest me. It's not the level to which I want to be in. It's not the circle that I want to be part of. Don't care. Think whatever you want about me. We are naive, and we allow certain people in because we think, you know what? This is going to be great. Like, they're going to be fine. They're giving me advice. They're doing this. No, you got to be very careful who you bring around your space as you're healing and you're learning about yourself and you're setting up a life that you want. You have to be very, very careful. There will be men who will try to prey on you. Like, I'm not even, this is like, this is insane. Like, a lot of people who men who hit on you all the time, constantly, and they don't understand. No means no. I'm not looking for anything. Like, they really think we're out here, yo no estoy haciendo qué. Like, all I do is work on my projects, be with my kids, cook, clean. Like, I don't have time for anything right now. I'm still trying to figure myself out. And there are men who are just constantly, they don't stop. They're so disrespectful. I guess you have to block guys. It's really upsetting. It's like harassment. It is pretty disgusting. And if you're a man, you're watching this, you need to stop. If you do that, you need to stop. If we're not answering your DMs, stop. That is enough. I know I speak for all women right now, not just single mothers. I know you hear me. Man, get out of our DMs. If we are not answering, you're sending us, we don't share photos for your attention. At least for me, I don't. And the majority of women don't. We really do it for art. We really do it because we like ourselves. As women, we're obsessed with ourselves. We just love ourselves. We love taking pictures of ourselves, looking at ourselves. That's what we do. Call it whatever you want. That's what we like. So, distractions, be very careful with those. You can easily get distracted by partying. You could easily get distracted by drinking. You could easily get distracted by other men trying to grab you up right away. You can get distracted by company. You can get distracted just by a lot of things that are just taking up time from the things that you should really be focusing on. And I did get distracted here and there, but I'm finally now at the space where I'm refocused, and I have touched in, deep into my discipline and in my routine, which I love routine. I thrive in structure. I thrive in structure. And being in a relationship that provides you structure is needed, because as you're succeeding, as you're moving forward in life, all of the blessings that are coming into your life, if you don't have structure, there is absolutely there's no point of you working this hard if you don't have structure. You need to have structure. Structured is first on the list. I'm still working on my structure. I guess in a way, there are things that we've begun working on again, little by little, that it's I kind of want to go in this direction. We used to do this on, certain times, and why don't we do our own thing now? Create our new norms, our new traditions in our home. Creating that's important too. Think of something you didn't used to do before and you want to do now as a single mother with your kids. That is, that you guys are going to remember. That's huge. Whether that is a vacation, whether that is a daily routine together. Hold on, I can't breathe. But yeah, just make sure you stay on the road, and you stay clear of distractions. You stay clear of men for a while. Do not jump into another relationship. Oh my God, right away. I mean, you know what? It happens. You might find the love of your life the next day. Who knows? It might happen to you. It's okay. But if you can control that and understand you're still processing things, you still, it's also it's not even to think about the person that you were with, oh, let me not do it so they don't get hurt. It's not even about that, but it's also very disrespectful to yourself. I think you need to give yourself time. But yeah, I think that's it. I think I covered everything, at least for now. If you think of anything else as a single mother that should be talked about, which is a concern or something that a single mother should look out for, and the things that they should do to stay on track and to live a better life and have a healthier lifestyle, please let me know. Comments, send me an email, anything. My contact information should be somewhere in this app, whatever app you're listening from. Good night. When you have kids, what's that? What is resting? I don't know what that is. I don't know what it's like. I like to rest sometimes, and I feel so guilty about it. Today, I decided to, after I was done working this morning around 10, I was let me try to rest a little bit and, lay down. But I was laying down and I'm I could really be doing laundry. Oh, I could really be, starting dinner now and warming up later. I could be doing this, or I could, 1,000 things going through my head. And my body's you need to relax. You're out of breath. So, yeah, I was kind of try to go on a run, and I'm nah, I'm not going to do that today because I'm already sick as a dog. But yeah, first episode's happening.